Good morning, everyone. My name is Nyakapanda, and I'm going to guide you guys on how to answer question 1B. So, without wasting much more of your time, please take this tutorial as a learning point so that you may have something at the end of this tutorial. Okay. Alright, so question 1B reads: the network design below shows two different networks connected via crossover cables with. If the ISP or internet service provider has given you the address 172.16.0.0/20 and you are required to use class for subnetting, replace the crossover cables with WAN links and perform the following. Assign IP addresses to all hosts and the router interface. Use RIP routing to ensure that laptop 2 in the left blue network is able to send packets to the server on the right yellow networks. So let's gather some information here. Okay, so you say IP address, okay, 172.16.0.0 which you have been assigned. Then it says /20. So we say subnet. Okay, so to find the subnet here, let's just count the one which you are seeing. We're able to see on the diagram or the topology just have been assigned. Given you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 subnets. Okay, so let's, since if you have seen like you have not been specified the number of hosts, so we can find the number of hosts in each subnet has. So we say varied IP addresses. Okay, so the formula is 2 to the power y minus 2. Okay, so before we find the value of y here, so let's do this. You know, an IP address has 32 bytes or 32 bits, sorry, 32 bits. So we subtract 32, or we subtract 20 from 32, because this 20 here, it shows that in this IP address they have used 20 bits out of 32. So we subtract the 20 so that we find the remaining one, and the remaining one will be the one that will be the value for y. Okay, so 32 minus 20, which is 12. Okay, so therefore we have 2 to the power 12 minus 2. Okay, there we go. We have something like 4096, then we minus 2. Okay, which is equals to 4094. Okay, so this 4094, these are varied IP addresses which are variable in /20. Okay, so, and this 4000 is this 4096. These are just IP addresses that are variable in /20, and these are varied IP addresses, and these are including two invalid IP addresses, which is the network address and the broadcast address. Okay, so let's create the VSM table. Okay, so I will block size this side, block size CIDR, the mask key. So on block size, you know that the block size moves like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 164, 128, 0. So these are just values in terms of position in bits, and you all know by now on how to convert a number into bits. Okay, So the the CIDR for class B is starts on /16. Okay, so to find the upper one, we'll just be adding 1, so it will be 17. So 16 plus 1, which is 17. 17 plus 1, which is 18. So I just pause the video so that you don't waste much time on this one. Okay, so I finished up the numbers you are missing, and the mask, which it remains the same like the one which you know for class C, which starts on 255. Then you'll be subtracting the block size in line with the mask. So for example, say 255 minus 1, because 1 is the one which is in line with it, 255, so we have 250, 254. So 254 minus 2, we have 252. So just like that. So I'll pause the video again so that you don't waste much time on this one. Okay, so I'll finish up the whole mask numbers where they're moving. Those just still the same. The only thing which differs for this JSON table from the class C, they're just that the class C one starts on /16, and the class B starts on /16, and the class C starts on /24. That's the only difference. So just maybe an addition for easy and finding of host. So you'll just say IP addresses. Keep in mind that this portion which I've added, which is IP address, this just includes all IP addresses that are variable in each slash, not valid IP address, but all IP addresses are variable in that slash, without subtracting the two of invalid IP addresses. Okay, so as you know, a class C IP address accommodates 256 IP addresses or IP addresses. Okay, so we'll pick it from that concept. So as you know, class C starts on /24. So this means this /24, which is in class B, meaning here it is 256 when it comes to IP addresses. Okay, like that. So what to find the next one? For this one, we'll be just multiplying this number, the answer that you get, by 2. So say 256 minus or multiplied by 2, we have 512. 512 multiplied by 2, we have 1024. 1024 multiplied by 2, you have 2448. So I'll just pause the video and finish it up if you follow those steps properly. Okay, so I've finished up these IP addresses. Keep in mind that these are just IP addresses available in that slash without subtracting the two invalid IP address. So for you to find the valid IP addresses for these IP addresses, will be just subtracting 2 from each. That means those are valid IP addresses. Okay, so we may proceed. So we'll start subnetting this one. Since we have 4 subnets, so we'll start from the blue one. So say blue subnet or network segment. Okay, so say mask. Since it's a class B, we already know that the first 2 octets, they are for the network, these 2. So and then this where we now start changing. As you can see, /20 is here. The mask that we are supposed to use is 240, and the block size is 16. So here we'll just put 240.0 like that. Then the IP address range, but I just wrote IP address. So IP address range to move from 172.16.0.0 to, as you can see, this is /20 and the block size is 16. So here we'll be adding on this one, not this one. Please keep in mind of that. We'll be adding on this 0 here, not this one. Okay, so 16 plus this 0 here, then we subtract the 1, which is 15. So we have 172.16.15.255. Okay, here the reason why we are putting 15 here is if you are to count numbers, these numbers starting from 0 to 15, you find that they are 16. If you are to count from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 15, you find that they are 16 numbers. So meaning you have to maintain the number of the block size which you have chosen, okay, or which you will be using. And then this 255, where it's coming from, this shows that this is the maximum number of IP addresses. If you have to count from 0 to 255, you find that there are 256 IP addresses. Okay, and this IP address here, this is the broadcast IP address, please, and this is the network IP address. Okay, so get our default gateway. Okay, so just 16.16.0.1. So now when it comes to assigning of IP addresses, you'll be changing on this value here, this one. So let me make more clarification. For class B, when it comes to assigning of IP addresses, it moves like a watch. So let's assume these are seconds and these are what? These are minutes. So for this to move to from this 0 to go to 1, meaning this is supposed to move from 0 to what? To 255. Okay. So another way again, I can say another way, maybe let me simplify it again more. When you choose the block size 16, this means you have bunched 16 IP addresses of class C. We have bunched them together. Okay. So this block size of 16 here, it means you have 16 class C IP addresses. And you know the way the class C move the IP address move from 0 to what? To 255, meaning 256 IP addresses. Okay. So for me to go for this 0 to be 1, so meaning this is supposed to move from 1 to count from 0 to 255, so that when we count from 0 to 255, you have how many? This 256 IP addresses. Okay, so here we say 1, since 0 is being chosen as what? Our network addresses. So this will be our gateway. So without wasting much time, let's go to the next subnet. So say yellow subnet. Okay, so mask, since it is class full or static, we use this same mask here. So again you say IP address. Okay, so here it will be 172.16. Here since we ended on 15, so this network address for this one will start on 16.0, just like that. Why? Because this move now, since from 15 to from 0 to 15 you have used them, and the maximum of it will even reach to 255. So meaning this one will start afresh, starting from 16 to start at 16 with a 0. Okay, so in other boxes that you can choose, please you use this knowledge which I've given you guys. Please don't confuse yourself. So we have 172.16. so .16. Now it will be for us to find the broadcast to get, since we're using the block size of 16, so it says 16 plus this 16 here, which is 32, and you subtract the 1 again, which will be 31 again .255. Just the same way we did it here. This will be the broadcast address for this subnet here. Oh, and so I forgot to put a /20 here, and also a /20 here. All right, so our default gateway say 172.16.1, and please keep in mind that a gateway, it is not restricted that, or it's not mandated that it should always be the first IP addresses for the subnet. You can pick any other IP address provided it is within this range which I have made here for this subnet mask. And this default gateway, it is the IP addresses that will be given to the router to identify what a network segment. Okay, so we are done subnetting for the yellow one. So we are done subnetting for the yellow one. So let's go to the routers. Okay, so on the routers here we are just say routers. So I'll say router 0 to router 1. Okay, we are subnetting for this connection here. This is router 0 and this is router 1. Okay, so we say mask. The mask is the same, so I'll just paste it. Okay, so IP address, since it is static, we'll just proceed from where we ended, which is 122.16. Here we ended on 31, so here to be 32.0 again. Okay, so what will happen here, we get the block size, which is 16. So say 16 plus 32, which is 48. 48 minus 1, which is 47. Okay, so this will be 122.16.47.255 again. Okay, slash 20. Okay, please keep in when you are subnetting for the routers, please don't choose any gateway, because these are routers. We say a default gateway because this will be the IP address that will be given to the router. And since you are subnetting for the routers, there's no need of mentioning the default gateway again, meaning because that is the for the router again. So we just say router. We just make a range of IP addresses. That's all. Okay. Either class A, class C, or class B, the one I'm doing. Please, when you're subnetting for the routers, don't include the default gateway. Only for the subnets or other subnets like this. For example, this one here, not for these routers here. Okay? Just for clarification. So say router 1 to router 2. Okay? So mask is to maintain because it's static. So IP range, it will be 122.16.48, since we ended on 47 here, 48.0 again to 172.16. So here when you add 16 plus 48, we have 64 minus 1, which is 63. So say dot 255 again slash 20. Okay, so if you have understood everything that I was doing, that means we are done subnetting. So let's please dive into the practical and do the Cisco packet tracer. Okay, so I'll just pause the video a little bit so that I'll open the application, the Cisco packet tracer, so that you don't waste much time on waiting for it to open. Okay, the application is being opened, and the first thing which we'll do is to create this topology in this workspace. Okay, so let's make this diagram. Oh, this topology. Okay. Okay, I just pause the video a little bit, then I put all these in the workspace. Okay, so I've dragged all these pieces or these end devices and the intermediary devices. So let me do the connection. Okay, so I'll get the gig 0 and put it on gig 0/1 here, gig 0/1, gig 0/1 this side. You can connect them in any way you want, there's no problem. Okay, so I'll just pause the video and finish up with this connection. Okay, so I'm done doing the connection. So let's get through the question again, just in case there's another requirement. Okay, so here it says replace the crossover cable with the one links and perform the following. So before perform the following, we need to replace the crossover cables with the one links. So the crossover cables they're talking about, this these dotted cables here, and these two, this one and this one. So the one link, meaning you have to use the serial cables. Okay, so let's try to assess these routers if they have the serial ports. If they don't have the serial ports, then that means we have to put the serial ports for sale. Okay, this one doesn't have, so this one doesn't have as well, even this one doesn't have. So let's put the serial ports. So go in this router. Okay, you go in this router, you switch it off or you power it off first, then you drag this NIM2T, this one, and you drop it here, you switch it on, meaning you have added the serial port. So you do the same to this one, switch it off, drag N18, drop it, switch it off, this one, switch it off, you drag this one, HWIC2T, this one, you drop it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to power it off. So you power it off first, then you drag it and drop it. Okay, so we have added the serial port, so close this one. Now get these serial ports, these serial cables here. So hold shift, hold control and select the cable so to make it sticky. So this one you get serial zeros as ones as 0, this one, and we connect it here and get this one and you connect it on this one. Okay, so meaning you have replaced the crossover cables with the one links. Okay, so we can now perform the following of assigning IP address to all the hosts. Okay, so to assign the IP address is very simple. We'll use this same information which we have created. So default gateway for the blue subnet. Okay, before we do that, let's make them look that this is the blue subnet, this is the yellow one. Okay, so we just go and select this one here, then select the circle and select the fill color here, and then select color. Then okay, I'm not sure which one is blue between these two, but I'll just pick this one. One seems to be blue to me. Okay, and just drag it like that. Hold you left click and drag the mouse just like that. Simple. Then we select another color here. Don't know which one is yellow between these two, but I think this one looks yellow to me. Okay, then we select just the same way we did the other side, just drag it like that. Okay, meaning we have now created exactly to the what is being on the writing, the topology there. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we can assign IP addresses. So we go to this one, the blue subnet, which is this one here. Their gateway address is this one. So I'll copy this one, copy, and go to this PC and assign it an IP address. So desktop, I go on desktop, IP configuration, then IPv4 address here static, then I paste it here. Since one is the default gateway, this one, so I'll put 2 here. Okay, then here on the mask is 255.55, and then the mask is 240, I think 240 here. Okay, like that. Let me confirm. Okay, as you can see, fellows, is 240 here for sure. Okay, then you go default gateway, we just paste this one which you have copied that side. Okay, which is this one here. I'll put it here. Okay, so assign the IP address to this one as well. Desktop IP configuration. Okay, this will be 3. This one 240 here. Okay, like that. Go to this one. Okay, this will be 4. Okay, like that. So meaning we have done what? We have assigned the IP address. So now after that, after assigning IP address to these any devices, so let's put the gateway in this intermediary device. So I'll go on preferences so that I can see the port which is connected to the switch. So I'll just turn on this option here, which is always show port labels in logic workspace. So I'll select this one. Okay, as you can see, the switch is connected on gig 0/0/1 to the router part. Okay, so I'll go in this one, command line. Okay, just drag it a little bit to make it more big. Okay, like that. Then say no here. Okay, then say en or enable configure terminal. Okay, then say interface gig 0/0/1, like that. Okay, which is this one here, this one connecting to the switch. Then I'll paste that gateway. I'll say IP address. Okay, then I'll paste the gateway for this subnet space, and I'll put the subnet mask that 240.0. Okay, then I'll say no shutdown, return on the port. Okay, like that. As you can see, say up down, the interface change state to up. Okay, like that. All right, so let's assign IP addresses to the yellow subnet as well. Okay, the yellow subnet, the gateway is this one. I'll copy this one. Okay, then assign IP addresses as well. This one, so desktop, just the same way I did to that one. So this one will be 2. The subnet mask is 240. I'm sure by now you're able to understand the way this is moving. It's very simple. Okay, like that. Then desktop again. This will be 3. Mask 240. 240. The gateway is 1, just like that. I go to this one. IP, then I paste this one. This one was 2, 3. This will be 4. Okay, then 240. Okay, like that. Then default gateway is still maintained. I go to this one, desktop IP configuration, paste. This one will be 5. Okay, then we say 240, then default gateway, just like that. Okay, so now let's give this router the default gateway for this subnet. Okay, the interface is gig 0/1. So I'll go to the command line. I'll say no here. Say this time I will shortcut. So I'll say en conft int gig 0/1, like that. Okay, and I say IP at, I paste the gateway and put the mask as 240.0. Okay, then I say no shutdown. Okay, no shut. Okay, meaning after done, I've made this port to be up. Okay, so now let's assign IP addresses to these links here. Okay, so here the subnetting started in routers. So router 0 to 1, their network address is this one. So since there's no gateway, I'll just copy the network addresses and they'll keep on changing. Okay, as you know, the network address cannot be used, so I'll start it from 1, I guess. Oh, not I guess, but yes. Good. So I'll say exit here. I say int this port. Now I'm targeting this port serial 0/1/0, which is connecting to router 1. Okay, so I'll say int serial 0/1/0 like that. Then I say IP add. Okay, remember this is the network address, so I will not use the network address, but I'll change it. Since 0 is the network address, so I'll start assigning from 1. Then I'll put the mask as well, 255.240.0 like that, and enter. Then say no shut to turn on the interface. Okay, so since this is this port here, I can give it 2. Okay, so command line no en shortcut for enable, conf t shortcut for configure terminal, and I say int serial 0/1/0, this one here. Okay, and then I say IP add, meaning IP address, paste. This one I'll give it 2, since this one I gave it 1 this port. Okay, then 255.240.0, then no shut to turn on the interface. Okay, then that's all. Okay, then now I'll be assigning serial 0/1/1, which is connecting to router 2. So I'll change the mask here. Oh, the IP address, the network address for this one, for router 1 to 2, the network address is this one. So I'll copy this one and I'll just keep on changing. I'll carry it to the previous one. Okay, so okay, exit, then I say int, for interface 0/0/1/1. Okay, then I say IP add, meaning IP address, then I paste the network address and I remove it. I put the 1, since the network address cannot be assigned, so I'll put 1. Then I'll put the mask as well, 255.255.240.0. Then I say no shut. Okay, like that. So the interface is up, as you can see here. Since I gave this port here 0/0/1, so this one I'll give it 2. Okay, right. So here exit, let's say int interface 0/0/0/1 at the end. Okay, let's say IP add, and I paste this one. This one will be 2, since this one I gave it 1, and then I put the mask as 255.240.0, then no shut, like that. Okay, so meaning we're done assigning IP addresses. So what's another requirement for this question? So we are done assigning IP address to all the host and the router interfaces. Okay, so now our next question to tackle is use RIP routing to ensure that up to 2 the left blue network is able to send packets to the server on the right. Okay, so this one is just all about enabling the protocol. So let's test if there's communication. So we select this one, this router, and this router here. As you can see here, is successful. We do this one, this router here, and this one successful, but this router 0 and router 2, they cannot communicate. Okay, you see it's a failed one. So let's enable a routing protocol that will enable router 0 to be able to communicate to router 2, so that when router 2 sends a packet to the server, they will be able to the traffic will be able to be transmitted successfully. Okay, so so I'll say exit in this one. This router 0 knows 2 network addresses. There's the network address for this link here and the subnet here. Okay, so I say router, that's the first command, router RIP, which is routing information protocol. And I say version, we specify a version, but the recommended version is version 2. So I'll say version 2 here. And I say network. So I'm getting the network address for this subnet here, the blue subnet. Okay, so Okay, the network address is this one here. So copy this one, copy, and I'll paste it here, and just like that. And again, I'll say network space. Then I'll get the network address for this link as you see, the router 0 and the 1. So let's go here. This is router 0 to 1. The network address is this one here. So I'll copy this one as well. Okay, like that. I paste it here. Okay, just like that. Then I say no auto summary. Our last command, no auto summary. Then I'll say control plus Z. Okay, and you can say write mem to save our configuration so that when you reboot or reopen the project, everything is to be there. Like there'll be no loss of information. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, building configuration meaning we have saved our configured commands. Okay, so exit. So go to this one here. Okay. Okay, this route down. Okay, so exit. It's a router RIP. So the commands are still the same, version 2, but the only difference will be on the network addresses. Okay, so network. So here say network. Okay, this router knows it two networks. Let me edit a little bit. Okay, this router knows two network. This network here and this network here. Okay, so paste this one. The one with 32. The one with 32 is this link here. Don't share the 32. Say enter. Then as network again, network address. Okay, the next one I think it's the one which has the 48. This one. So I'll just change it here and put 40. I'll just put 48 0 like that. Then no auto summary. Okay. Then control plus Z, writing. Writing memory. That. Okay, we have saved our configurations. So go to this router 2. Okay, so router 2 knows this network here and this one. So start. Okay, I'll say exit first. Okay, then router RIP. Then I specify the version, which is version 2. Okay, version 2. Then say network. Paste. Okay, but it's supposed to be 48. Okay, the one for this one here is 48. Okay, then I say network again. Okay, the network address this one for the yellow subnet. I'm still able to remember it. It's 16 here. Like this, yeah, 16. There's 16 like that. Okay, so let me even confirm. You can see here. Okay, this one here is the network address for the yellow subnet. Okay, like that. Then no auto summary. Then control plus Z. Then say write memory. Okay, so meaning we are done configuring also the routing protocol. So let's just copy this network, this IP address for this one so that we can do a ping from laptop 2. Okay, copy. So if laptop 2 will be able to communicate with this one, meaning in any other laptop will be able also to communicate this one. Okay, so there will be communication, meaning this we have enabled intercommunication between these subnets, yellow and blue. Okay, so command prompt, say ping here. I pasted the IP address for the server. Okay, so let's wait for it. Okay, as you can see, you are receiving replies like that. Okay, so just do it. So meaning, yeah, we are done answering question 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something out of this. Thank you. And here, my name is Aaron again, Aaron Nyakapanda.